Goeienaand, good evening fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And in the extraordinary video attached here, you'll hear a member of the EFF in a plenary session suggesting that there are no farm attacks on white farmers in South Africa, and that if they are, the farmers themselves are to blame. This is the kind of idiocy, the L factor missing thinking within these racists who make up parties like the Economic Freedom Fighters. And this woman who speaks is actually from the EFF. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe.
The leadership of the EFF led by the CIC, Julius Malema, and all members. Chairperson, apartheid and the neo-apartheid social and economic structure we have today is based largely on the incredible ability for myth-making by white people and the media houses they have behind them. They were able to first crystallize the myth about whites being a superior race and therefore entitled to depossess Black people from their land, murder them, and make them slaves in their own land. Behind this myth, however, was an unrelenting agenda to justify their rapacious looting, their unquenchable thirst for the blood of African people, their obsessive reoccupation with dominating and oppressing Black people. When this country was freed from political apartheid, they again resorted to making myths about their exclusive ability to farm productively, and this they did to foreclose any possibility for radical land reforms in this country. The debate about farm matters and even the so-called white genocide in this country is an extension of this myth, making scam by right-wingers and those who are hell-bent on maintaining their colonial ill-gotten wealth by all means possible. The DA is part of this grouping of white racists who want to deflect our attention and focus on narrow aspect of the problem of crime we have in this country. In order...
Mama Mkonto, yes, Honorable Matsoni, what's your point of order?
House Chairperson Barota, I rise on a point of order to say that one in the House is not allowed to cast aspersions on another member. And it is the point of order is that the honourable member speaking referred to the DA as a bunch of racists, and she must withdraw that statement, please.
Honourable members, here they are talking about a party, not a particular person. But I will still check, but that is my ruling for now, if I'm wrong. Thank you. Continue, Honourable Member.
Thanks, Chairperson. We have a crime problem in this country, and that crime problem affects mainly Black people. The recently released crime statistics indicate that for the 2019-20 financial year, there were about 21,325 reported cases of murder in this country. This works out to 58 people murdered in the country every day, at a rate of 35.8 people per 100,000 population. There were over 28,000 cases of stock theft affecting mainly rural communal farmers who are exclusively Black. In this year alone, there were 80 attacks on farms between January and March and 48 between April and June. There is no justification for any of these attacks on farms, as there is no justification for the senseless murder of old women accused of witchcraft in the Eastern Cape and the brutal killings happening every day in Inyanga and Umlazi. What is despicable is the realization of crime and responses to crime in this country. This debate on farm attacks and the so-called white genocide in this country is done in a manner that seeks to project whites as victims and Blacks as perpetrators of this crime. The DA will not put it as crudely, but we know this is their strategy. They ridiculed the Black Lives Matter movement and argued we should rather focus on farm attacks. That tells you, Chairperson, that the only lives that matter in their thinking are white people's lives. They have no interest in the resolution of crime in this country as long as white interests and white lives are protected. Any loss of life in this country, Chairperson, is one loss too much. Any violation of rights is regrettable and must be tackled by the state.
Honorable Mkonto, can you please hold for a minute? Honorable Mazzoni.
Thank you, House Chair Barotto. House Chair Barotto, I have checked the rules and I have conferred with my fellow whips. And it is actually a case of when a grouping of people is continually referred to in a derogatory way, it has to be brought forward as a substantive motion. And I think that if you consult with the NA table, you will find that if you call people murderers or say that they have been party to a certain form of action to which the country wants to apply, that motion would have to come forward even if the individuals aren't named themselves, but named as a political party. Thank you.
Thank you. I will rule on that before
Order, Chairperson.
when I get advice. Honorable Kalipi.
Yes, Honorable Chairperson, can we allow our Speaker of the EFF to continue with the debates? The Chair has already ruled on the matter that was raised before. Can our Speaker allow to continue with the debate, Chair? Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Honorable. That's where I'm going.
Yeah,
I've ruled on the matter.
The rules
Honorable Mkonto, continue.
Thanks, Chairperson. Any loss of life in this country, Chairperson, is one loss too much. Any violation of rights is regrettable and must be tackled by the state. Farmers themselves are not innocent players in this debate. Between 1994 and today, they have evicted over 2 million Black people from farms that have been homes to these people for generations. They continue enslaving Black people in their farms, refusing them basic rights, such as the right to education and proper health care. We do not know if there is any link between the cruel manner white farmers treat people and the violence that sometimes gets visited on them. Whatever the case is, we must look at having a comprehensive approach to fighting crime in this country and not prioritize farm attacks as our apex priority, because doing so will inevitably lead us to talking about race and racism. Thanks very much, Chairperson.
Thank you, the honorable member. The next speaker is the